boy. I am super, super tired. So I go to a boxing club and it's like 3 times a week, but it's getting pretty intense. And yeah, burning a lot of calories, but it really does burn a lot of my energy. I feel super, super tired. But anyway, today we're going to be doing the top 10 Android apps of December for 2022. So we're already at the end of the year now. So I'm pretty excited for 2023. Have some personal channel goals. If you could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. But let's just dive into the list, starting off with app number 1. So app number 1 on the list is iOSMix for KWGT. And this is a paid app, but I will be giving away a ton of promo codes. So if you go check out my Instagram, check my story or DM me, and my inbox always explodes, I will reply. And hopefully I will give away some free promo codes to you guys to download this app right here. But just taking a look at my home screen, you can see these are some of the widgets from the pack. So they are iOS inspired, but there's a bunch of widgets in here which don't look anything like iOS. So this one right here is a clock that kind of looks a little bit like an Apple Watch, I guess. So maybe that's why it's inspired. And that Google search bar down at the bottom is also inside this pack. So in order to set this, you will need to use a launcher like Nova. And then Nova allows you to replace this widget at the bottom here. Just go ahead and replace it with KWGT. And then you just go ahead and select the Google search bar inside the pack. And boom, now you have a custom Google search bar down at the bottom there. So many people ask me that, like literally. But yeah, 180 widgets. There's a lot to talk about in here. There's a lot of different themes and designs. Honestly, a lot of them are clocks and weather widgets and quick toggle shortcuts and Google search bars, but they're just in a variety of different themes. App number 2 is Earth Super Wallpaper, and this is an external app, not in the Play Store, but I believe it's ported from MIUI. So you can see this wallpaper I have right here on my home screen. So just take a look at my lock screen. You see this Earth wallpaper right here? When I unlock, it actually goes ahead and does this really wicked transition and zooms into the Earth. And it's kind of inspired, I think, from iOS 16. Obviously, the new iOS has that kind of parallaxed effect, and it also has the moving animated wallpapers with the planets. So yeah, kind of feel like it's inspired, but it's just super cool. You can now get this on any Android device. So link will be down below to the APK. Just go into your wallpaper section and just set it as wallpaper and you should be good to go. App number 3 is SpotiFlyer. So hopefully Spotify don't sue me for this. They actually did send me a letter a few years ago actually when I showed off how to get Spotify Premium for free. So I'm not encouraging you guys to do this, but you can download this APK right here and get SpotiFlyer, which allows you to download any music from Spotify or YouTube by simply pasting in the URL. So once you paste it in, it then allows you to go ahead and simply download it on your device, and boom, you can use any media player you want. You now have the song installed and you don't need to pay for Spotify Premium or YouTube Premium. So yeah, not suggesting anything, but it's there, guys. Link will be down below. App number 4 is called OneEdge. And I was a Samsung user for many years. And one of my favorite features actually was the Edge panel. The Edge panel was pretty cool. You could swipe in from the side and you could have all these different panels with different features on. So this is definitely inspired from the Samsung Edge panel. But as you can see, if I just swipe in on this handle, I then can open up the Edge drawer and I have access to quick toggles. So my favorite apps I can access on this page right here, but I can scroll along and I have this water level monitor. So I can actually monitor how much water I drink. There's a timer in here, even a compass, and there's an RSS feed. So you can actually read the news on your little Edge panel at the side here, which is pretty cool. But one of my favorite pages is this screen on time page. So you can actually see how much time you spend in each app. So if you're maybe spending a little bit longer than you should be on YouTube or Instagram, you can quickly check at the side here without actually diving into your settings. And there's also little arrows at the top, so you can actually flick back and forwards through different time periods and different days. There is a little bit of customization. You can obviously change the pages, the page order, the color, and the way the handle is positioned and everything. But the app is free, so link will be down below. Up next is an app called Snipd. So I really do love listening to podcasts. I especially like Joe Rogan as well as Lex Friedman. I love those podcasts about life and about philosophy and about the universe and physics and technology, because obviously I'm running a tech channel. So I love to know about the latest tech. I love when they have tech guests on and they have like Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg, just people talking about platforms and the future and where tech is going. That's what interests me. And this app right here allows you to find more content creators than ever before because there is this suggested highlight section. So you can just scroll through as if it's TikTok or Instagram Reel or YouTube Shorts and just listen to a quick short section of a podcast. And if it sounds interesting to you, then you can add it to your playlist. And you can go ahead and actually listen to that podcast in the future and know that you're going to be interested in it rather than it being complete bullshit. I said it. You can also go ahead and download the podcast into this app for listening when you're offline, or you can even share the highlights to your social medias. So you can actually export the highlights, download them, and then share them wherever you want, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool podcast app. Go check it out. App number 6 is actually a launcher, and this one is called Niagara Launcher. So this is a minimalist launcher. It tries to simplify your life and get rid of clutter and reduce your screen on time and your screen usage of your phone. So basically the launcher is this list right here, and the list has your favorite apps at the top here, your most commonly used apps, and then there's this alphabetical wave you can scroll through at the side, and that actually groups apps together and allows you to quickly find apps without actually scrolling through a bunch of screens or a bunch of grid layouts. You can just quickly scroll down to the first letter of the app and then just go ahead and find it really, really quickly. So yeah, just a super simple launcher, but it does look really clean and it is completely free. And yeah, if you want to save some time, you kind of want to step away from your normal home screen and just jazz it up a bit, step outside the box, then you can check out Niagara. Up next is a reminders and shopping list app called Moonto. And this is really nice because it allows you to create these shopping lists, which are kind of dynamic. So you can create items in the list, like say fish or apples or Pepsi Max. That tends to be what I buy. And then you can add a quantity as well as a price. And it can allow you to sort of keep track of how much you're spending. And if you increase the quantity, it will increase the price. So you can sort of better keep track of how much you're going to spend at the end of your shop. And you can also go ahead and share the shopping lists with other people. So if you want to collaborate, you can log in through Google and you can both add things to the shopping list, remove things, check things off. So you'll never be buying 2 pints of milk. You know, when you go out and your partner or your roommate goes out and they also buy milk and then it won't fit in the door thing, so you have to put it sideways on the shelf. Oh, that's the most annoying thing ever. Up next is Flixoid. So there's been a lot of those free movie apps out and about. There's been Showbox, Terrarium, Popcorn TV. They always have some weird Cyberflix, Netflix knockoff name. And so does this one. But it's a free app you can download via the APK link down below. And it allows you to watch free movies and free TV shows. And you can even go ahead and download those files as well as cast them to your Chromecast or to your Firefox TV. So yeah, it's a free movie app. I'm not suggesting you use it. It's definitely better to pay for subscriptions and to pay people because obviously they need money to make the content and they need money to pay the actors and pay the people that deserve it because they put the effort in to make it. So definitely always pay creators, but if you're just a little bit short on money and you really can't afford Netflix, then this is an app where you can actually go ahead and watch things free. Again, wouldn't recommend it, but I'm recommending it because it's in my top app video. So I don't know how that works, but yeah, it's a cool app. It's a cool app, guys. And the last app, which kind of isn't the last app, but it also is Bridge, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So Bridge is an app which bridges your Android devices together, whether it's an Android tablet or an Android phone. I actually have this very tiny Android phone, and it allows my notifications to sync across both devices. And it can sync across basically all my notifications to an Android tablet or from the small phone to this Pixel right here. So yeah, just a great simple way of syncing across your notifications between all of your Android devices. And it's gonna work pretty good. Even if you have like a work phone or something, and maybe you're on your personal phone, but you're a workaholic, then you can have the notifications sync across. And then this last website, which isn't an app, is clipdrop.co, but this is one you're gonna definitely want to stick around for. So this app actually uses AI to implement realistic lighting into your portrait images. So if you have a picture of yourself sitting there in your chair, you want to put it as your YouTube profile picture, but it just doesn't look that good, then you can bring it in here, you can remove the background, and then you can manipulate the light. So as you can see, as I move the light around, it actually casts a shadow of the light where it's really harsh as it's up close on the side of his head there. But if I move it over to the other side, it looks like the light was actually positioned there when the picture was taken. So yeah, it's just a crazy app. You can just go ahead and manipulate the light after you've taken the photo. Or maybe you don't have lights because they're expensive and you're a beginner YouTuber, or you're just not a photographer, you just want a nice profile picture, then boom, you can do it inside this web portal right here, completely free. So yeah, clipdrop.co, it's a really cool image editor. There's so much you can do with it, but just go check it out. I really appreciate you sticking this long in the video. Like, I can't believe some people actually got to this point, so thank you. I know the retention time of this video is normally sort of like 4-5 minutes, and the video is kind of like 10 minutes long, so congratulations, you made it past halfway. So if you're at this point now, you might as well click subscribe, hit that bell icon, because I appreciate you guys the most. And yeah, just stick around for more, comment down below if you have any questions, and I will see you guys later. So peace.